September 2nd, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. And we're going to talk a little bit about everything this weekend, Labor Day weekend. And there's a lot to talk about. So, where do we begin? Oh, how do you guys like my Royals shirt? I think the first 5,000 got one today. Let's talk about the Royals here first. It was interesting. They didn't win today, but what I found interesting about this, I don't usually follow sports very much. I remember back when they, several times actually, way back there when they went to the playoffs and the World Series. And when George Brett was in there. Lots changed. A lot has changed. And I don't know. I think the game today, I think we got a pretty good pitcher. Now, he seems like a pretty good standard pitcher. He's throwing balls about 80 to 84 miles per hour. And the other team today, their pitcher, he was a pretty good pitcher too. But it seemed like they were relying on the pitchers for everything. And I don't know. When it comes to batting for the Royals here, I just didn't see it. It didn't look like they had hardly any good people that could actually bat. And then about halfway through, the pitcher, I think they gave him a rest there for one inning or two. And this other guy they brought in, this guy, he was pitching a faster ball, probably about 92 miles an hour. But this one guy, the other team, they hit the ball, popped it up in the air, and it was pretty close to the front there. The pitcher ran, he didn't actually run out, he just kind of walked out, let the ball drop out in front of him. He didn't even attempt to try to catch the ball. And I thought, man, these guys are making tons and tons of money. And I would think they would put a little bit more effort than that. I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting. They have a lot of things on the side for kids and fun things where they have things and hot dog races. Guys dressed up in hot dogs racing like ketchup and mustard and relish and stuff like that. It was a beautiful day out there today, but I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more than that, maybe a little bit more effort. I noticed some of them running towards the first base. A lot of them didn't seem like they were giving it their all. And then this one guy looked like on the Royals, he looked like he could have made it if he would have just jumped for it. And he didn't. He just walked, he was running kind of like, and that was it. And he got out. I don't know. If you were making millions of dollars, could you jump a little bit more, push a little bit further? I don't know. I guess if you got that guaranteed contract, I guess it doesn't matter. So let's get on with it. Labor Day weekend, SantaCaliGon. First day out, Friday night. Went out, looked at basically listened to some bands. Bands were good. Bands are always good that they have here at SantaCaliGon. And the stuff was kept down pretty good. There was a lot of police there and stuff, which was pretty good. But on the way out, after Friday night, something had happened. There was an EMT that was on the ground. Young gal, too. This was an old gal. This gal looked like she was about 24, 25 years old. There's about 15 cops around her. And they were putting a neck brace, kind of like around her neck, it looked like. It was down there by the post office. So I don't know what had happened. I know somebody shoved her or something like that. Or maybe. But I would have thought if she would have just fallen, there wouldn't have been that many cops in that vicinity. I think something else might have happened. Or maybe she was trying to help somebody. Maybe one of those homeless had come up there and they got rowdy. Who knows? But wanted to talk about that. Then I went out there on Saturday. Watched a dance place that we used to go to. Studio 3V. Watch them. They did a pretty good job out there, dancing out there and stuff. But then there was another incident. Now I don't know if somebody just fell there, but over by one of the food deals, they had another actually where they had police up there real close, and they had like a EMT up there, and there was something going on there too. We stood there for about an hour and watched Studio 3B and stuff. But I don't know, guys. That was kind of, I don't know. I mean, I know some people stumble. I mean, some people don't watch where they're walking. But that Friday night deal, I don't know, it seemed a little bit strange. And Sunday night, they had some more good bands playing there. We went Sunday night too. And I don't know, Sunday night was really strange because when we come out of there seemed to be a very, very young amount of people there. Now it was sporadic, but now this was, I don't know, it was probably, I'm guessing they got over maybe at 10:30, maybe 11 on Sunday night, but there was a lot of them out there. Now most of those places were closed down, but they were walking the streets out there, and I don't know. And they hadn't been it didn't look like they hadn't been there at the, actually where they were playing that amphitheater that they put up like and stuff. And one other thing I wanted to say, they brought the bloomin' onion back with ranch dressing. A little bit pricey, but it was delicious. $15 for a bloomin' onion with ranch dressing, but it was good. It was well worth $15 on that, guys. So what else do we got here? Let's see. Sunday morning, went over here to eat at McDonald's on Nolan. And AMR, one of the vehicles like they would be using there, out there at SantaCaliGon, come off by the post office over here on Nolan Road. And I thought, well, that's weird. Why would somebody be driving one of those all-terrain like vehicles that they were using for like if somebody got hurt in SantaCaliGon? I guess maybe they were using it for personal use. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, authorized vehicle for personal use. They come off like over there by the post office. Now, I'm not talking about the post office in Independence over here. Yeah, in Independence. I'm talking about over here off Nolan, off down here by like 35th Street, kind of like in that area, over by Truman High School. I'm going to show that real quick. That just looked kind of funky, guys. So what else do we have here? Oh, 23rd Street. 23rd Street was more active. Last night, even when they that filling station, they closed down for a while. It had some kind of hearing sign out in front of it. It's back open again. And you wouldn't believe, last night we come back Sunday night, that one guy, one of them that had been, handling some of those drug stuff, he was standing out in front of that building again. But this time, didn't seem with no drugs in his hands. He only had a cell phone. But what's he doing there, man? I mean, they're letting this guy out here in front of this convenience store on 23rd and Chrysler. I don't know. And what else? Oh, the Phoenix station off 23rd Street. More activity picking up over there. And when we got back, there was a whole bunch of bikers going up and down the street here that I just posted. Interesting. They went up, and then they just went back down here just not too long ago. Oh, they just want to raise a little cane, don't they? Well, like I say, all that drugs and stuff go hand in hand with them on down 40 Highway. Because like I say, when I went down there to Doc Holliday's, down there by that other, biker joint, they were bringing in cocaine and a whole bunch of other kinds of drugs in those areas. So, Independence is a main hub here in Kansas City for that stuff. So you don't want to forget that if you're coming into Kansas City, guys. So anyway, I think that's about all I can think of for right now. Let me show that AMR vehicle that they were using there at SantaCaliGon down here off Coastal, or whatever that is, about 35th Street, or is it? Yeah, that'd be 35th, I think, or a little bit past on down as you go on 23rd Street, but that main big post office there, and it just kept on going. I guess they just let them drive them anywhere on that. So hold on, guys. All right, guys. Now this is down over here on Nolan Road, and this is like when you're coming up to the post office on Nolan here. But I want you guys to see this. Now watch this, guys. And there it is right there. And this, I think it's an AMR on it here. And that just kind of freaked me out. I thought, man, let's see if I can focus this in too, guys, here, because it's kind of blurred. Let's see. Hold on for a second. All right, I think that's a little bit better. And as you can see, this thing went way on down. I was heading over to McDonald's, get some breakfast this morning. They had like one of those, what is it? One of those, oh, you know, like when they put them on one of those gurneys with the wheels and stuff. Sticking out the back here. I'm thinking, well, this is interesting. These things don't even have no, like, no backup lights or anything, or no lights, signal lights, or nothing like that. And you look like a gal was driving it, too. Well, shoot, we let the bikers run their ATVs and their bikes without tags or anything on them. You know, why not just let everybody else? Shoot, you know, you come here to Kansas City or Independence, you have to have this little license plate. You just drive around without anything on. Oh, actually, the police cars do have license plates on them. This thing doesn't have nothing. Look at this. Oh, my God. Oh. Look at that. Now, that's a pretty good distance from SantaCaliGon out there by the police department. We're talking what? Probably good 4 or 5 miles away, I would say. So, that's just weird. Hold on. All right, guys, I want to get one more shot of that, let you guys see that. So, hold on. All right, guys, we'll wrap this up. But I wanted to kind of talk about this just a little bit. I will have another video next day here, too. I want to talk about some of this kind of like space weather and the radiation and everything else, and how it's affecting the people. And I have noticed a lot of different things that are going on, and we're going to be talking about that. But we're going to do that in a different video. So anyway, oh, there went another biker. Anyway, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.